But it is so rainy out there this morning. This weekend, Chris and I went to Utah and that was super fun. We went out to our friend's wedding and we were also there for a big Super Bowl party. So that was super fun just to be with Chris's family and friends in Utah for the weekend. This week is exciting because we have Valentine's Day. I also want to give you guys a little camera review. I got this camera a couple of months ago and I kind of want to tell you guys a little bit about it and what I think about it versus other cameras that are on the market and kind of my research that I did when it came to purchasing this camera. That is something to look forward to in this video. Also just working on my goals that I set for February. So trying to get my 10,000 steps in and track my calories. I kind of lost track when we were in Utah, but getting right back into it for the week is a priority. So that's something I'm working on this week. So I am excited to bring you guys along with me for the week and bring you into our little life here in San Diego. And a little update on joining a real estate team. As you guys know, I have been interviewing with teams and my goal for this month is to join a team. Unfortunately, the one that I was talking to, they did hire somebody and I'm so sad because I really wanted to be on their team, but he said that there might be a marketing position open up soon, so maybe I could join his team as like their social media marketing manager, or I do have an opportunity to talk with another team next week. I'm going to figure that out, deciding which team I really want to join based on the opportunities that they're going to give me. So we'll kind of figure that out. That might not be until next week, so I will keep you guys updated on that. All right, I have a few errands we have to run. My husband's going to come with me just because we have to change out the propane tanks from our Airbnb. We have like 3 of them we need to go replace and get new ones for or fill up. And I also need to run into UPS to drop off some Amazon returns. I got these like work pants that just fit kind of baggy on me, so I want to return these. And then Chris got me a proofing basket for my birthday and I was like, this is kind of too small slash like not this like shape that I usually make. I usually make circles, so we're gonna return this and get a bigger circle one, but just have those 2 returns. And then I do want to like run into Target and kind of look at stuff at Target and like home decor and stuff. So we have a few errands that we are gonna go run. Okay, tell me this isn't the cutest outfit you've ever seen. I have to walk so far back here for you guys to be able to see this. But I got this skirt from Target. It was actually on clearance and I thought the pattern was so cute. And then this top is from Amazon. I like the cute little cap sleeve to it, but it's very fitting, high neck. But look at how cute this is. I'm not going anywhere. I just thought it was a very cute outfit to dress up in. A few months ago, I got this camera. This is the Sony A6700. I did a ton of research into this camera and ultimately was back and forth between a few different brands and a few different cameras. And I ended up on this one for very specific reasons, and today I'm excited to share with you guys why I chose the Sony A6700. Basically, since high school, I have really been into camera gear. I owned a Canon 60D for the longest time. I ended up selling that a few years ago. Then I bought the Canon G7X, which is a very popular point and shoot camera right now on the market. This one is an older model, but still has very great quality, and I'll show you some of the examples on this camera versus my iPhone, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of the quality and the different types of styles that you can go for when trying to choose which camera you're ultimately wanting to purchase. So I thought about upgrading my G7X. I also thought about getting the competitor of the Canon G7X, which is this Sony point and shoot camera. I've seen a lot of YouTubers and vloggers use this camera, and I thought, maybe this is my next new bigger camera. When I started going down that road of researching the Sony camera versus the G7X, I realized that they were very similar cameras, and after owning the G7X, it didn't really make sense to go with another higher end point and shoot camera when this has a lot of the features that this Sony has. So I started looking into the Sony brand because I was down that road of Sony, and I came across a few in this line of Sony cameras that I'm currently shooting on. So initially I was looking at the Sony Alpha ZV-E10 camera, which does have interchangeable lenses. I was looking at interchangeable lenses only because I already have like the point and shoot camera, and I thought it would be really nice to have a camera that has interchangeable lenses that I can switch out like I had with my Canon camera. So I started down this road of looking at all of the Sony Alpha series that they had, and that's when I came across this camera that I have now. And it's kind of a step up from their ZV line because it is a full mirrorless camera. This camera to me was kind of the hybrid between their super professional models to their just generic vlogging compact cameras, because I wanted something that was kind of a step up from those cameras to something that wasn't super professional, because I am not filming for any commercial grade of any kind. This is just for my YouTube channel, and I found this camera because it did all of that. It's a camera that's very compact, that has the interchangeable lenses, that I can have different type of camera angles and lens types. It also has the professionalism with the camera that I can use for more higher end video filming and just the quality that I want in my videos. The price of this camera is roughly around $1,600, so it's definitely a step up from the compact vlogging Sony cameras that they have, but it's not as steep of a price as their other Alpha 7 line, which usually runs between $3,000 to $6,000 depending on the type of camera that you are going for. So I thought it was a good middle ground to get into a nice professional style of video without having to pay the steep fee. So if you're like me, trying to build your YouTube channel and have more of like a sit-down camera, I highly recommend the Sony Alpha 6700. I also recently got a new lens that I can switch out with this camera. It is a wide angle, and I'm going to show you guys the difference between this lens that this camera came with versus this one. So you can kind of tell the difference already. This one is the wide angle lens that I just recently got. This is an off-brand from Sony, because the Sony one of this was like double the price. I got this wide angle one, which I absolutely love. Makes it easier to kind of show more of my background. Whereas this lens is awesome because just depends on like what I'm needing to film and stuff. But this one is awesome because it does have a zoom feature to it. So it can go from 16 millimeters to 50 millimeters. So that is a very good like zoom range. Whereas this one doesn't have zoom at all. But really, it's nice to be able to have different lenses that I can switch out for whatever setting that I'm needing to use them for. I love having a good wide angle, and I love being able to have just a compact lens. Hopefully some of this helped you in deciding deciding what kind of camera you want to get. Definitely recommend you doing your own research to make sure that you find the camera gear that you're looking for, but I'm very happy with the camera gear that I have right now. To make it easier, I will throw links below to my camera gear, my lighting, everything that I have. It's a very easy setup, and honestly, it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. That is it talking about cameras today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below.